Okay, here we have a 2017 Chrysler-Pacifica minivan in for an oil change. Pretty simple process to change the oil in these. I wanted to show you how to do it without putting the car on ramps or jacking it up off the ground. Super simple, so I'll go through it step by step. You don't need very many tools at all to do this job. I'll go through what you need, but a handful of tools. So we're going to start off underneath, and as you can see under here is the access hatch to the sump plug. Use a flat screwdriver, open up that window, lets you into the sump plug. Okay, we'll get that opened up. So size 13. You can get in, shouldn't be too tight. Loosen it off, and then get it finger tight, get the drain tray under, get the oil out. Take the oil cap off, let it breathe, so it breathes a bit better when we're draining the oil. Time to take off the oil filter, super easy to get at. It's a size 22. You can get in, get that off, get it lifted out. So this is the setup you need. I use the Pennzoil, fully synthetic, it says 020. And then I use the STP filter. Filter's not really a big deal. Doesn't really matter what one you use in my opinion, but there's a part number if you want to get this from AutoZone. Comes with the new filter and the O-ring that replaces this O-ring that's on the top of the oil filter cap. So oil wasn't too bad. There's the old filter. You can see they start to get brittle, and they can sometimes start to disintegrate a little bit. This one looks okay, but we're ready to clip in the new filter, get it into this casing, give it a clean, get this new red O-ring on, and we can bolt the filter up and we're good to go. So new O-ring is on. Just use a little pick to get the old one off, get the new one on, give it a clean before you put the new one on, and this, you can actually hear it click in place, and then it'll sit in place ready to go back in. So we'll torque it down. I think it's 25 Newton meters, so we'll get the torque wrench on it and torque it in when it's ready to tighten up. Put the sump plug back on, give it a tighten up, get the window back closed over, and then fill it up with oil. You can go ahead, fill in the oil. I mentioned before a 020. I use the Pennzoil, but it takes, the capacity is 5 quarts with the filter change, so basically the full container. We'll start it up, let the filter fill up, double check the dipstick to be sure, but it should take this full 5 quart container. Last step is to reset the oil life. So when you go into the computer system, go to step 2, vehicle info, you can see oil life is there. We hold OK to reset. Back to 100% life. And we're good to go, we're complete.